Are swimming pools in Tucson, Arizona worth it? How much work is it to maintain a swimming pool here? What does it cost to maintain a pool or put in a pool? And if you don't have a personal swimming pool in your own backyard, where can you go to beat the heat during those Tucson summer months? Hey everyone, it's Kimberly, your go-to real estate agent in Tucson, Arizona, and today we are talking about swimming pools. I have a lot of buyers who say they absolutely have to buy a home with a pool, and I probably have just as many buyers say that they absolutely do not want a pool, no matter what. Most Tucson home buyers tend to have some sort of opinion about pools. When you're ready to buy or sell a Tucson home with or without a pool, I'd love to help you out. All my contact information is in the description below each video on this channel, and you can explore the rest of this channel for all types of things about Tucson, real estate, and the city itself. Feel free to comment if you have something to say about swimming pools in this climate, and like and subscribe to follow along with more Tucson videos on this channel. Obviously, I do not own a pool company, and I am not a pool inspector, so everything on this video is just my opinion only. And if you decide to purchase a Tucson home with a private pool in your backyard, I strongly recommend you have a pool inspector visit the property during your inspection period to inspect the pool and check the chemical levels and talk to you about pool maintenance as well as pool safety. Even though in this climate a lot of people like to swim and we have a lot of opportunities for swim lessons for people of all ages in the city, you definitely want to make sure that as a homeowner you're taking all the necessary precautions to keep your home and your pool safe for your family members and any visitors who might come to your home. So what type of maintenance and costs are required? Well, pools come in all shapes and sizes, literally. Some people have very, very deep pools, some have saltwater pools, some people have heated pools either by solar or gas or electric, some people have above ground pools, some people have spools, and different pools have to be maintained in different ways. In general, you will probably pay between $80 and $150 a month for general pool maintenance. And by that, I'm referring to either the cost to hire someone to clean your pool on a weekly basis and add chemicals, or just the cost for you to maintain the pool yourself, which includes skimming the top, adding chemicals, and maintaining the system, including the pump, etc. Are you able to maintain your own pool even if you don't have any pool experience? I'm definitely not going to tell you that you can't, but you will want to do a lot of your own research about pools before you take on trying to maintain your own swimming pool. Pool maintenance companies have to be really familiar with the chemicals that go into your pool, plus plumbing, electrical components, even a bit of engineering, etc. In my personal experience, I will say that the average homeowner in Tucson with a pool will probably pay between $1,200 and $2,000 in pool maintenance annually, not including if one of the mechanical components breaks and needs to be repaired or replaced. And I'm also not including the fact that your electric bill might be a little bit higher to maintain some of those components, and your water bill will certainly be higher if you have a pool as well. Again, your pool inspector will be able to give you a better idea of what it would cost to maintain the pool at your property that you're purchasing, and it's going to be based on its age, its size, its condition, and several other factors. What if you and your family members love swimming, but you don't want to have to deal with maintaining a pool in your own backyard? Well, fortunately, we have tons of neighborhoods and communities in Tucson with community pools. I'm sometimes shocked that beautiful community pools often don't have anyone swimming in them. So sometimes residents of the community feel like the pool is private to them anyway. And when you consider the fact that it could cost probably around $150 to $150 a month just to hire someone to maintain your private pool, if you can find a community with a homeowners association of under $100 a month, you're already winning twice, because you're paying less for a homeowners association to maintain your community pool each month than you would have to pay somebody to maintain your pool, and you're not having to put any additional money into the pool when something breaks down. Even if your neighborhood doesn't have a community pool, there are plenty of community pools and splash pads in the city of Tucson. Some are heated and open year-round, and some are seasonal. Check out the website tucsonaz.gov/parks to learn more about parks and pools and splash pads in the city of Tucson and surrounding areas. But here's a question I get asked over and over and over again, and people are sometimes shocked at the answer. How much does it cost to put in a pool in my backyard if I don't have one? Well, again, I'm not a pool company, but there are many things to consider here. Everything from the size to the materials used. There are other things that might add to the cost of the pool that need to be considered as well. For example, is your backyard flat and easy to access, or is it landscaped or covered in rocks, or is it on a hill requiring additional excavation costs? Keep in mind that you may not want to have many trees near the pool due to leaves getting in the water and making a mess, and also due to roots from the trees causing potential plumbing issues. What type of pool deck will you have surrounding the pool after you put the pool in? What type of fence will you put around the pool for safety and security? What type of pool heater or filtration system do you want to add? Tucson pools are actually pretty nice to swim in about 6 or 7 months out of the year, but it does get chilly enough here in the wintertime that they aren't pleasant to swim in unless they are heated. So you may want to consider having some sort of heating system if you intend to use the pool year round. Do you want any extras such as a water feature or a diving board? Do you want additional or longer steps to be added? Also, a lot of people who put in pools plan to spend a lot of their time outside. So they end up spending a little extra on landscaping or putting in a built-in barbecue or even additional shade by extending their porch or putting in a ramada. Overall, I think anyone putting in a pool should plan to spend a good $30,000 to $60,000, possibly a little bit less or possibly a little bit more, depending on how elaborate the pool is going to get and how many additions they're going to do along the way. When you're under contract to purchase the home, use your inspection period to interview pool companies and maybe even some landscapers to get quotes from different companies. Make sure you actually have enough space in your new backyard to put in a pool. Most of the time they require at least 5 feet from all walls, the house, etc. Also make sure to check with your homeowners association, CC&Rs, deed restrictions to make sure that you're actually allowed to put in a pool. Finally, make sure you know enough about pools to know for sure that you do want to have a pool. There are many, many pros to having a pool, especially in Tucson in the summertime. And there are also plenty of reasons you might not want to have a pool. Do your research, watch more videos other than this one to confirm that having a pool in your own backyard is what you and your family want. I hope you've learned a little bit about swimming pools in Tucson, Arizona. Swimming pools are quite popular with a lot of buyers in Tucson, but there are quite a few buyers I work with who also specifically tell me they do not want a pool. So if you're interested in purchasing a Tucson home that has a pool, but you don't think you'll actually use the pool, don't just buy it because you think it'll help the resale value. That pool will cost a lot to maintain throughout the years, and if you aren't using it and none of your friends or family members are using it, it's probably not worth it. It's my opinion that a buyer should purchase a home with a pool because they want a pool, not because they think it'll add value to the house. If you're ready to purchase a Tucson home with or without a pool, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you get started in the process. All my contact information is in the description below each video on this channel, and feel free to explore the rest of the channel to learn more about Tucson and Tucson real estate. Kindly like and subscribe on your way out the door to hang out with me next time, and I'll see you in the next Tucson video.
Okay, cannonball time.